Join the Discord. Berezina, infamous for being long, arduous, and quite difficult for the unprepared. With this guide, you will be able to understand and survive much more easily along the snowdrift as you build. This map, as you may already know, is quite different from the other maps. Holdout is one objective repeated multiple times over and over. Currently, Berezina is the only holdout map. Common knowledge is you must use logs from the carriage to construct the bridge over the Berezina, as the code prevents you from staying outside the entire time. However, there are many things to note while succeeding, and this is why there is a reason for why this video exists. Disclaimer, you don't need to survive to get the badge, since all you need to do is contribute to building the bridge and having your team win. Berezina follows a specific gameplay loop that goes as follows. When the carriage begins to leave, the zombie horde rises from all over and begins to overrun the area. As the carriage returns and people respawn, the horde goes near zero. This is why it's important to keep track of the cycle. People respawn when the carriage returns, and that's the time to leave your defenses and continue building the bridge. Other things to keep note is the freezing mechanic. When you're outside of any buildings, you start feeling cold and it progresses as you stay outside. The time it takes from getting this effect and finally taking damage is around 3 minutes and 45 seconds. However, this is without getting into water. The time if you're entirely within water is around 1 minute and 11 seconds. Yes, being in water makes you freeze much quicker. I'll be honest, you should only begin worrying about freezing to death once you get the message that you need to seek shelter. Even then, it takes around 48 seconds from that to start taking damage. However, even if that may be the case, there's more reasons why you don't want to stay outside for too long. The colder you get, the slower your swinging and movement gets, which can prove a big problem. At the same time, another huge problem to deal with is that you can get movement penalties while wading through the water, while zombies do not. Being in the water is extremely dangerous as zombies outpace you, and you freeze quicker, so I highly encourage you to only enter with logs if there are teammates nearby. One of the most optimal plans involves the mass fortification of the church house and literally turning it into a fortress, and using it to retreat while during a horde cycle. Literally just turning it into a barricade heaven with people defending at the door so they can also take out bombers before they get in. This is why having a plentiful amount of sappers is great for Berezina, and you should urge people to go sapper. While you can do this, you can also, if you're organized and cohesive enough, fight outside instead with everyone. Though I'd only recommend this if you're all in some VC and can aid each other. Reason being, runners go wild on this map as they seem to spawn more, and thus is the reason why cohesion is so important in this map in comparison to others. Sticking together will bring you victory. And that's about it on Berezina. Thank you for watching this small guide, and see you next time.